Hey YouTube, so today we are going to work on a Chrysler 300, specifically the suspension components. So I was taking this off with my son here, and he didn't quite understand what the problem was and how they were bad components. And I said, well, if you're going to do this job, it's best just to take everything off like we've done here and just get the whole kit and replace it all. Now, I'm not going to tell you where to shop, eBay, or where you should buy your stuff, to get it cheap, or Amazon. But anyway, at one of those places we found this stuff. But anyway, we found this kit actually on eBay, so I will give them a shout out. How much did we pay for this kit? It's about $100 and a half, something like that for the whole thing. And it's a complete kit, as you see. It's got I think it was like 16 pieces. We got lower ball joints, control arms, and things like that. So, but one of the reasons why you want to change this stuff is, over time, especially in these cars, you may hear it like rattling and making like all type of noise, and you might even feel like some sway or some instability. So what we did is we went ahead and took the parts off, and they're pretty easy to get off. Basically, take a nut off and remove the bolt. But that's a different video if you want to see how that's done. But with the part off, you can see the damage here. Okay, see how that is pushed out there. Well, look at that right there. You see how that's centered in there? All right, it's centered on both sides, left as well as right. Even that bushing there, as you can see, is worn out in there. Okay. Over time, all these components get wear, especially, this is a 2006 model car, so you figure it's, a lot older than, something that's new from 2021 or 2020. Over time, these rubber pieces will wear out. Now, this bar is not going to wear out, but, those rubber bushings will wear out. So you'll want to get those and replace those. This is another control arm here. The stabilizer. You see how that's broke? Right in there. Okay, so that's going to give you instability, as well as that. These is your inner tie rod ends. Now, we actually changed these not too long ago, but the kit came with a new one. So this one's actually not too bad. Okay, but as you can see there on the other side, that one's messed up as well. But over time, as you're driving, what will happen is this rubber will break away, and you'll see signs of it. You look for cracks like you have there, and you can look for extra play. Here's the other side. You see how that's broke all the way around there? So what you want to do is replace all that stuff new, and even the wheel bearings come off from the spindle. I can't show you the hub right now because we're getting, well, that's the hub. I can't show you the spindle right now because we're having lower ball joints pressed in that. Now I will tell you this: the lower ball joints on these cars, off the hub that comes off, the spindle that comes off here, is a pain in the neck. Okay, I have a 20-ton press over there that I use to press normal ball joints out, and this one I have to refer it out to like a machine shop that has a hydraulic press. It's actually like a machine shop for trucks. Now up here on your upper control arms, okay, hear that? Go ahead and change that. When you change these, you want to change these in pairs. Hear that? That, when you're driving, will translate into noise in your car. Sometimes you may be going around a curve, you hear a little rattling, you don't know what it is. Check those right there. That's your upper ball joint on your control arm, on your upper control arm. Same thing on this side. You want to change those in pairs. All right. So basically my point is, when you get to the point of having any type of issue on these cars, whether it be the Chrysler 300, the Dodge Charger, Challenger, any of those particular vehicles, go ahead, don't just replace one piece at a time. Go ahead and get the new components, get the whole kit, so that you're going to replace everything, and that way you'll avoid a lot of issues All right, and you'll get it all done at one point. It's not really a hard job to do, actually. It's pretty easy. Like I say, the kit that comes in, everything is nice, new. You can open that up so you can see the difference from the old to the new. All right, so you see how that's broke? See how that's broke there? Okay. See that's broken there? Look at the new one. Okay. Solid all the way around. Okay. Solid all the way around. And that's going to give you a much better drive as opposed to this piece right here. See how that's broke? So you go around a curve and that's going to translate into instability in your steering. You know, this is a 5.7. It'll get on down the road and it's got a lot of power. You want to be able to control that power, most importantly. So, if you have one of these cars and you want to keep the car on the road safely, I highly recommend, highly suggest that you rebuild your front end. It won't take long. But like I say, the lower ball joints, if you run into those, this is your out of control, out of tie rod end right there. Okay. Those wear out as well. And that gives you your left and right steering control. So you definitely don't want those to fail. And again, your upper control arm. See how there's no play in that? No play at all. That's what you want. You want it good and tight. And also at the back of these upper control arms, there's bushings. All right. And the bushing as you can see, it will wear out as well. So always replace your upper control arms as well. Now, when you do replace the upper control arms, it is recommended that you replace them in pairs. Okay, notice this one is stamped R, the other one is stamped L. Make sure that you don't get that mixed up. R is for the passenger side, L is for the driver's side. All right. Put that to the side for right now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this bad boy together and show you what the finished product looks like. And then we'll take it out for a test drive and see how much better it is. Now, also, when you disconnect that, there's a 10mm bolt. This is your ABS wheel speed sensor connector. It's a 10mm bolt that slides right out. And of course, take your brake caliper off. During the time when you take that brake caliper off, if this line here, if you find it wet or leaking or anything, go ahead and get you another brake line and change it out. It's pretty simple. I mean, one bolt there, then you've got a connection here that you change out. But you know, while you're working there, you may as well go ahead and get everything good and right and ready. Now the strut, if you have like a strut noise, shock noise, that'd be a good time to change that. I mean, the bottom parts are already loose. These are really easy to change. I mean, even if you didn't want to change it right now, they're pretty easy to change, but you know, it's easier to change while you have everything disconnected. Because like I say, you do have a sway bar link here. Sometimes that can be a pain in the neck to get that loose, depending on the, you know, if that nut is worn or not. But to take that strut out from this point, there's just 3 bolts at the top, on the top side of the hood. The hood was open. You can see it. And that whole strut will drop right on out. On some models, you'll have to drop that strut anyway to get to the nuts for the upper control arm. Take that out. I think on this one, there's enough clearance where you don't have to take that strut out. You can just take the nut out on this side and push the bolt through. Same way on the other side. There's enough room to get that out. And if not, you can actually kind of pull the strut out the way and push the nut through, push the bolt through. So like I said, it's a very easy job to do. You know, I think I have a few other videos up here of how to do it, but this video I wanted to let you know why to do it and what to look for when you're taking this stuff apart. All right. If you have any questions, comments, please hit me up in the comment section. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk next time.